What's up everyone, Team Grenade, Richard Alston here. It's Monday, it's leg day. We're down here at Emporium Gym. What I'm going to be doing today is take you through my leg workout. Hopefully show you a set or two of each exercise I'm about to do. With my leg training at the moment, I've been rotating how I hit my legs each week, meaning that 1 to 2 weeks of the month I've been splitting my hams and quad workouts up to say hands and calves at the start of the week, quads and glutes towards the end of the week, and then every third week, which is today, combining them both back together again, hitting them twice a week, focusing more on compound movements, so squats, deadlifts, hack squats, and then maybe finishing on some leg extensions, leg curls or lunges. But again, that all depends on how taxed I am after the main working sets, which is compound movements, because it's going to be high volume, looking at about 6 to 7 sets on each exercise, just focusing purely on those 3 main compound movements, going through a variety of different tempos, probably 2 to 3 sets of time under tension, focusing on 3 to 4 second negatives, followed by again 3 to 4 second positive movements of about 8 to 10 reps. What this does is allows a lot of blood to get into the muscle very quickly, and also warms up the muscle as well, gets it nice and ready for the big weight that you're about to put into the machine, and allows you to get that really solid mind muscle connection at the same time. And then all you're going to do then is going to increase the weight, drop the tempo down a little bit, so again focusing on the negative for the next couple of sets and exploding up on the positive portion, so you're looking at probably a 3 second negative to a 1 second positive, and then again going into the last 2 sets of looking for a good 6 to 8 reps of a nice strong 1 second positive, 1 second negative. But again, you should be in a much more controlled way now, being able to push through that movement. And again, we're going to do that for all 3 exercises. So here we go, we've got 8 minutes on the cross trainer, just warming up the calves, and then yeah, this is what I'm going to do. Set 1, looking at 4 second negative, 3 second positive for the next 2 to 3 sets. Increase the weight slightly if you're finding it quite easy to get to 10, and then try and stick around that 8 to 10 range where you're kind of almost failing at 10. But again, treat these as mind muscle connection sets as well as warm up sets for, you know, sets 5 and 6, which are going to get a lot heavier, and try and get around about 5 or 6 reps out of a decent weight. But by then you should be a bit more mentally connected, so you can actually control that heavier weight a lot more, instead of ballistically trying to push that weight up and explode without actually really controlling it. So this allows you just to get a bigger contraction, a lot more controlled, time under tension, allows you to get a lot more out of the movement. So I'm going to do this next 2 to 3 sets, and then I'm going to increase it. Again, focus on a 3 second negative, then focus on that explosion, priming me for them for like sets 5 and 6, where I'll get a lot more explosive with the reps, as you'll see. So, just like that, nice and steady, controlled. Again, I think I'm going to increase the weight slightly. I've put another 5 kilo aside. Again, making sure I'm starting to fatigue around about the 8 rep mark. And then we'll go for some big weight. Right then everyone, we're on to set 5 now of the 6 sets that we've been doing. So starting for 2 time under tension, 2 3-second negative, 1 second positive, and then these last 2 sets now are going to be 1 second down, 1 second up. Again, I'm a lot more switched on now, so I should be able to control the weight and actually move the weight a lot easier than if I was just going and jumped straight to this weight and tried to do it at the start of the set. So what we're going to do now, we've stepped it up to 3 plates aside, plus the bar. And again, like I said, we're just going to control it down 1 second. Might get a slight pause depending on how the weight feels, I'll see. If not, it'll just be a nice explosive movement, straight coming back up. Again, focus on firing the hams and the glutes as they're coming up and controlling it down on the quads as they go down as well. Right, so I'm going to set you up and then we're going to get to it. Let's go. Right. Yeah. That's set 5, 1 more set, and then we're going to be moving on to the next exercise. Right then, into the next exercise. This one I like to call the diamond deadlift. For the first working set, so we'll just focus on a nice slow controlled movement all the way through, just feeling yourself through it, just getting those hams, glutes and quads firing at the same time. Again, getting that nice solid mind muscle connection, so that when we progress into the next sets, which should be sets 3 and 4, we'll up the weight a little bit, focus on that 3 second negative, and then to get a little bit more explosive on the way up. Right, moving into set 5 of this exercise now. I've upped the weight a little bit, but again I haven't done this exercise for quite a while, so I'm not quite sure what the weight I should be using for this rep range. So I've just stuck some weight on there, and I managed to actually get out 9 reps, so it was a little bit lighter than I anticipated. So for the next set I'm going to increase it again, and then we'll see what happens there. Okay, we're on to the 6th and final set. So for this set I decided to just add another 20 kilos to the bar, thinking that that would be enough to kind of squeeze out 5 or 6 reps. Well, as you can see, I'm quite easily powering through this one with no problems at all.
So I think the next time round I try this exercise, I'll be increasing the weight significantly.
Right guys, we've just got done with the diamond deadlift. I went with that variation just so I can take a bit more pressure out of my traps and shoulders and not have to worry about strapping into a bar so much and actually focus on raw grip as opposed to strapping it in. Again, we focus on the same principle to the first exercise, and we're going to focus on the same principle for the third exercise as well. So again, we're on to the hack squat now, sticking with the compound movements. Again, we're just going to do 2 sets, time under tension, 2 sets of 3 second negative, 1 second positive, and then 2 sets of 1 second, 1 second, just to completely finish them off. Right, that's the first set done. Okay guys, on to the third set now. Just gone 2 plates aside. Gonna focus on that 3 second negative, 1 second positive. Make sure I explode up through the hams and glutes. And again, control it down on the quads. Right, on to set 5, on to set 4 of the same weight, same rep range, then on to set 5, going to step it up to 2.5, 3 plates aside, try and get them 5 reps. Right guys, here we go, 2.5 plates aside for the first of the final 2 sets. Going to see how that feels. Got the knee wraps on, just to make sure that patella stays in the right place and you don't get overstressed on those tendons. I've actually hack squatted for quite a while, so this should be a nice little test for me. But let's see how we go.
Okay, you'll see during this set I keep putting my hands on my knees. I think it's just because I felt that my knee straps were not tight enough and actually going to come undone like the right one does, as you can see. So just for this set I'm just placing my hands on my knees just to make sure that all the tension is still there and just make sure everything stays in place, which as you can see did, happily. But next time I'll make sure I wrap them properly.
That wasn't too bad. Knee wrap came up on about 3rd rep. Gonna make sure they're a lot tighter on the next set. Gonna try and do 3 plates aside. Let's see what happens. Right, on to that 6th and final set. Gone for 3 plates aside. Gonna try and get 5 solid reps. Knees strapped up. Let's go. Right guys, that is the Rich Physique shock therapy session done and dusted. Legs are absolutely shattered right now, so hopefully once you guys give this one a go, make sure you drop some comments below, give me some feedback, let me know what you think. It's a great session for getting back into leg training as well, so if you haven't been hitting legs that hard for a while, or if you haven't been hitting legs at all, this is a great workout to get you going again, as it focuses on all the different rep ranges, tempos, and allows your legs to be hit from various different angles as well. Again, so you're focusing on 6 sets. We ended up with 6 sets per exercise. We went with the squat, diamond deadlift and hack squat, and then like I said, we focused on the first 2 sets of being 4 second negative, 4 second positive, and then the second 2 sets a 3 second negative or 1 second positive explosion movement, and then we've gone with the final 2 with more of a 1 second down, 1 second up. But by the time you get to these 2 sets, you should be a lot more controlled, a lot more switched on mentally, have a much better mind-muscle connection, and be able to control the movement a lot easier. So yeah, make sure you guys give that one a go. Like I said, I welcome your feedback. Follow me on my other socials as well. You got Instagram at Mr. Grenade, you got Twitter at Rich Alston, and also my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Richard Alston Fitness Model. Be sure to check out my sponsors Grenade for your supplements. Make sure you check out bodybuilding.com for some quality gym workout, gym clothing. Can't even get my words out, I'm messed up right now. Gonna get in my post workout shake now, which is Grenade Hydra 6 with Grenade Engage. I've got also the new Grenade Defend in there as well, which is that amino acid product, full spectrum amino acid, very high in leucine. And I've also got some fast acting sugars as well, which at this time, as you probably know, it's Skittles. Yes, Skittles, a very fast acting sugar. It's very simple, very cheap to get as well. Absolutely sweating my face off in this car. So yeah, that's what I've got going in right now. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, hope you've enjoyed this one. There's going to be more videos coming your way very soon. I think I'm going to try and get one of our camera guys to come down and film a few workouts as well. But for the time being, these are the type of videos you're going to be getting. If you want any training video specific, training specific videos, you know, you want to focus on a particular area, anything like that, then again, comment below, let me know what you guys want to see, what you guys like, and I'll show you the ways I train, and some different variations of how you could train as well. Yeah, so again, thanks a lot guys for watching, and I'll speak to you soon.